Some simulators are essential training tools for people who perform complex and dangerous tasks. But there are also a lot of games which simply do not deserve to have the word simulator in their title. And then there are these other games like Landlord Super, which certainly do qualify as a simulator, but not because they have to, because they want to. And this game is still in early access.
When the job center's got you down and your face is full of frowns, come and have a lovely frothy creamy pint of Landlord Super. It'll put airs on your chest. Landlord Super.
Minx Works, the developer behind Jalopy, are at it again. This time, Landlord Super is set in the 80s amongst a mythical Midlands town called West Berklands. Maggie Thatcher is the PM, and she is shaking up the British way of life by selling off all the publicly owned companies and closing down all the mines. So you and most of the people in the town you live in are a little down on your luck following the closure of their local coal mine. Fortunately, the British coffers are so empty that in an attempt to drum up some quick capital, Maggie has introduced her right to buy scheme. And as your late uncle named you in his will, you have managed to get a loan and your foot on the property ladder. That is despite having zero capital and no job prospects whatsoever.
Bloody aches from a drunken gamble. Come and have a lovely frothy creamy pint of Landlord Super. Don't drink too much now, careful.
The house in your possession is a little run down. Actually, it's in need of some serious TLC, and that's not going to be easy on your current salary, especially when you have those escalating mortgage repayments to consider. Your only option is to beg, borrow, or steal what you need. Or I guess you could go wash some dishes at the local pub. In Landlord Super, the developers have really managed to capture not only the essence of Middle England, but of the joys and frustrations of DIY itself. The mechanics they have implemented are great, if a little temperamental and frustrating at this early stage of development. There are numerous strings you will need to add to your DIY bow in order to successfully repair your house, and you will start by learning how to lay concrete and repairing the exterior walls by replacing any missing bricks. Each discipline requires either a concrete or mortar mix, and mixing them with the right consistency is essential, if you don't want all your hard work falling down around your ears.
Landlord Super. When your face is as long as Livery Street. Landlord Super. When the job center's got you down and your face is full of frowns, come and have a lovely frothy creamy pint of Landlord Super.
So it's not all just about obtaining the materials that you need using the 5-finger discount. Oh no, you will also need to maintain your energy levels by making sure that you get enough sleep. Your personal hygiene is also important, unless you like flies, as is your daily fluid intake, and of course, your 1s and 2s need to be taken care of. But that's not even the best part which is simulated in this game. Literally everything that should be simulated in this game is. It has a night and day cycle. The shops have opening and closing times, and if you want, you can use the local phone box in order to phone in deliveries. Although unloading will be by hand until you can afford a pallet truck, and the delivery drivers won't help, and they clock off at 7 PM on the dot, no matter what.
When you've had to go all around the wrecking and you can't find a job in a rain of pig's pudding, when it's been 6 months that you're on the dole and your head bloody aches from a drunken gamble, come and have a lovely frothy creamy pint of
So in order to help pay for all the materials you will require, you're going to need a job. That involves taking a quick nip down to the local job centre, which will occasionally provide a potential line of income. But in return, you must obviously give up your time and your energy, whilst still making sure that you're repairing the house and keeping up with those mortgage repayments. One of the first jobs that you can apply for is as a delivery driver for the local Q&Q. This might cause you some crosswords with another hopeful employee, but I don't want to ruin the surprise there. I'll just say that you're going to have to be sensible about how you make best use of the opportunities provided to you. This game will simply not hold your hand. Sure, there is Scout Jimmy who can give you free pointers and building advice, but there are things which won't be delivered to you on a plate. I probably walked the 4 miles to work every single day for 2 weeks before I discovered that the bus is also simulated. 10p? That's a bit steep.
When you're sick and tired of council pop, Landlord Super.
Rather surprisingly, the game actually considers real-life physics too. Bags of cement, for example, are heavy, and as such, carrying them will slow you down. You could always take the wheelbarrow with obligatory squeak and move a little bit faster, but you have to make sure that you have enough energy to push it up and over the bridge, or you'll simply have to leave it behind. In fact, if you leave it too late, then you will eventually fall asleep and then be reliant upon one of the locals guiding you home. Plus, there are changing seasons to consider too, as the weather directly impacts on the drying time for concrete.
Landlord Super.
So the whole game is in first person only, and the graphics are admittedly limited. Work on improving the graphics has been announced, but quite rightly the priority has been given to ironing out existing bugs. Now, I'm not sure if I encountered any or not, but loading the wheelbarrow can be either great or a complete nightmare. And sometimes it can even be a great complete nightmare. And for the life of me, I could not figure out how to cut a brick in half. This is a necessary brickies trick, usually requiring a simple trowel. Alas, I did randomly find just one half brick, so I know they do exist in the game.
When you've had to go all around the wrecking and you can't find a job in a rain of pig's pudding when it's been 6 months that you're on the...
Landlord Super only offers a single player career, which is a shame because multiplayer would be electric. However, there is more than enough possibilities within the game already to keep one player occupied for quite some time. And who knows, maybe one day multiplayer will be a consideration, but I rather suspect it won't. Landlord Super is a gritty, thoughtful and realistic simulation title that has already paved the way to great reviews on Steam, and I am certain that there are more to come. The development team are vocal, honest and seemingly willing to do things the right way the first time. I would love to see a roadmap of the game and be able to tell you what they plan for in the future. Unfortunately, at this moment in time, I cannot. But I have already found huge enjoyment in the game as it is, and I haven't even started on the roof yet, which by the way will require you to assemble some scaffolding. Guys, hopefully this review opens your eyes to this fantastic game and gives you some insight as to what you can expect if you decide to buy it. I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you listening to me, and I would appreciate it even more if you could give me a thumbs up and maybe leave a comment in the comments section below. Until next time, thank you, take care, goodbye for now.
When your face is as long as Livery Street, Landlord Super. When the job centre's got you down and your face is full of frowns, come and have a lovely frothy creamy